brew another one. I want to cook some food. Are you not cooking any food?
I am right now.
No, you're not. You're staring at your food. Well, now you are. Cook another. I'm cooking another batch for me to eat. This fucking horse is gonna shit right next to you.
It's raining.
I know. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in so I need to see a message. Or we could just start it off.
I mean, I'm gonna go get me some tea real quick.
God damn it. I guess I'll wait for you. Or I'll wait for you to come back, you cuck. I mean, I'll stream just to see my goddamn thing. Go buy a tree. No, I'm good. I'm pretty good, Chief. I don't want to go buy a tree. Alright. Well, I'm gonna wait for... Well, that's me. One of them is me in here, so I can see, because PS4 is probably going to delay the messages, because it's like that, and it is raining, and Christ, this is not going to be good. Save the planet. No. Anyways. Alright. Spoilers ahead for people that are here. Of Breaking Bad and El Camino. Brief. There are some spoilers. A lot. So, if you have not watched it, then, yeah. Don't. I do have respect, just not now, Chief. I'm just gonna relax back and, I'm gonna take my deep breaths. And I just got up on accident. And rest. Fuck. And rest. Yeah. Alright. Let's wait for one other person to respond, and yeah. That's pretty much it. But, yeah. This game is literally high. Okay. Alright. Anyways, so I'm gonna wait until my friend over here, Kirai, or shall I say, Rage, to come back, and then we can just, start off the review, simple as that, and then, we shall be good, I'm not, with your powers combined, I become Captain Planet. Okay? Okay? I mean, like, what do you want me to do with that, Chief? What's good, Cool Venom? Have you watched, Breaking Bad? I don't know why my guy did that, but okay. Alright. What's good? Hashtag blame Mr. B stream. No, not yet. Not planning to. Well, damn. I suggest you watch it. It's pretty good. I do very much like it. I actually do. I really enjoyed it. Oh, well, damn. Hello, wilderness guy. I do not know. Oh, fucking hell. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna go rewatch my face again and wait for this guy to come back. What was the day yesterday, Rycon? I don't know. It was today. I don't. It's Friday. That's tough. Yesterday was a Friday. Oof. I don't know. I don't know what the day was yesterday, Chief. I don't know. I don't know. I know it was a Friday, and that's, and yeah, that's all I know, Chief. I'm gonna rest by the fire and sing my campfire song. Date yesterday. The 25th, Chief. Yesterday was the 25th of October. Happy birthday, child. Is that what you want? There you go. sing around the campfire and sing this campfire song. And do 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 do. The lockbox. Collect deliveries, please. Grassy ass excuse. Let's see here, Chief. Oh no, my damn it! What the fuck, my? Why? You're welcome. This man Rage does not come back. I swear, my horse is gonna have to kick him. Fuck. Oh, this is not his horse. No, that's not my horse. Never mind. This is my horse. Hey! Off! Bye, horse. Come back, please. 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 Mister. I need to tie you up, where at? I don't know. I'm about to grab another beer real quick. Because, you know, apparently my guy just likes beer. That's how it is. Ooh, let's go. Drink it all. Drink it all. And done. Drinking another one, Chief. I am literally and utterly just, you know, my guy just does like just likes to drink. Alright. Let's get another one. Alright, gulp gulp. Gulp gulp. Gulp gulp. Yeah. Yeah. I have tracking arrows now, so what are you gonna do, huh? Huh, child? Huh? Small game, poison, fire, tracking. Oh, wow. Regular, small game. These are for small animals. The poison and the fire. Hey, that's pretty cool. I can just light them up easily. Look. Boom. Ooh, that's cool. That's sick. It's pretty sick, Chief. Fire, fire, fire. Ow. Ow. Horse. Right. Get your ass, stinky ass up, brother. Come on. We have to review. Review. Ooh, that's cool. Fire, fire, fire. Fire! Oh god. Oh, that's no bueno. That's no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Am I right? Am I right? Fuck. I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking. I can rest here? What? Say what? I can just go like that and just take a solid nap? Oh, or that works. Apparently you can't take naps in this game, you can just only sit down, that's cool. You gotta ask Rage that, mister. I don't know. Probably after the stream, I don't know. After he comes back or some shit, I don't know. Probably when he comes back. You could ask him, or I could ask him if he ever just like, you know, come here, Chief. Do 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 do. Do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do.
Do-do-do.
Hey, welcome! Are you ready to review, mister?
Yeah, dude.
We got the Xenoslade. He asked, when are we recording Friday? And he spelled it R-F-R-Y, and then day.
Around the time, like, well, after I finish my food here and live stream here, and then I'll gather around all the other weirdos. Well, you know.
I got
then...
fire.
Ew.
So would you like to start, mister?
Yeah, dude.
Right.
So, Breaking Bad, dude. New Mexico, Albuquerque, boy.
Mm-hmm.
He got some chemistry teacher in his, like, I don't know what, I forgot.
He's in his late 50. Wait.
No, he was like 49, I believe, or 50. He turned 50.
Yeah, he turned 50 on the first day. On the first episode.
Yeah, and his bitch ass, he's working 2 jobs, chemistry teacher, and,
the car washer,
he's like
the cashier.
Car wash, the A1, is it called the A1?
Yeah, it's called, at the time, no. Skylar called it A1.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck. Big ass eyebrows car wash. Alright. So basically, he's pretty much depressed as fuck because his life sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, he's like, imagine what's that dude from The Simpsons, the neighbor? Flanders. This is basically Flanders. Ned Flanders. His bitch ass is like, he's just getting run over all the time by his bossy ass wife. His you know, cerebral palsy, son. You know, he has crutches. And his students don't give a shit about him.
Clearly not.
And his brother-in-law likes to make fun of him. And this guy, he's just a pushover.
Yeah, on his birthday, fucking Hank, which is the brother-in-law, was giving the guy a gun. Was actually handing him it, and he was just making fun of him for it. So. Yeah.
So this guy's birthday is up. Except he kind of has some fucked up news, because you see, because of his second job as cashier, his dumbass boss, I forgot his name, but he made Walter White, main character's name. He made him like wash some cars and stuff like that, even though he wasn't supposed to. That wasn't his job, but he did it anyways, and he inhaled some sort of chemicals, I guess. And over time, he ended up getting himself lung cancer.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't from smoke, and it wasn't from...
Yeah, this guy never smoked a day in his life. Yeah. So this guy is pretty much pooped. He got this shit on his birthday. He found out about it. Pretty sucky news. Found out that he was gonna die within like 2 years. So, you know, he realizes that his life's already going to shit, and because of his son's bills, hospital bills, you know, and all that shit.
Yeah, because his son obviously has some type of disease that's not really allowing him to walk. I forgot the name of the disease.
I said it, you idiot. Cerebral palsy.
Yeah, that.
He doesn't have enough money to last his family a long time. So what he's deciding on, he's looking for something to help that, you know, get them money. And this is how the story begins, because Hank Schrader, his brother-in-law, is a DEA agent. And if you don't know what that is, then you should look that up, you idiots.
Drug enforcement.
So his bitch ass, basically, he's like talking to Walt and everyone, family, about all that shit, all that he does, and Walter White decides to start cooking meth.
With a hand of his old chemistry student named Jesse Pinkman.
Which he finds, who managed, like, after avoiding arrest, you know, his partner, however, Emilio, got arrested.
Yeah. Emilio also works for another association, so-called, has a cousin cousin or brother, either one.
Your cousin.
Cousin. His name is Crazy 8. Crazy 8 is a drug lord, right?
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
He's more a meth distributor.
Yeah, and remind you, this season 1 only has like 7 episodes, so.
Right. So Walter and Jesse. Walter like basically blackmails Jesse into helping him cook meth because Jesse doesn't like Walt. That was his chemistry teacher at the time, or back then, anyways. So they cook meth. Walter White, who is a chemistry teacher, and he's like very smart. This guy, he was one of the 3 people to
make it 99.1 purified.
Yeah, because he's a smart boy. He co-founded a company called Gray Matter, which is a multi-billionaire company. However, before it could reach its potential, Walter White left that company when it was barely starting out, all for like a small, share, like I think it was a 200,000 or something.
Yeah, and he walked away with it.
Right, because he had some problems with the others, one of the others being his girlfriend at the time, or back then. Really.
And another person named Elliot, Elliot and Gretchen, aka ex-girlfriend of Walter, which is the main character, Elliot and Gretchen are now dating, so they're now the owners. And yeah.
Well, they're married. They're not really married.
You know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean.
You have to excuse my autistic partner here.
Okay.
Anyways, so basically, Walter and Jesse eventually managed to make meth, except it's blue, which is a lot different than Jesse's variation back when he would make it, and his was absolute garbage. Disgusting. It was like what happened was that he added chili powder into it, but Walter didn't want that. That was like shit. So he made it his way, and it was blue, and it was like 99.1% pure. It was very good. This attracted the attention of
and Jesse went one day out of they had an RV. That's where they made it out of. And
Walter gave Jesse a bunch of money to buy an RV.
Yeah, and Jesse, aka being a distributor, went to Emilio, or Crazy 8's house, and showed him the 99.1 crystal meth. Or as they call it, I think Blue Sky, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they called it Blue Sky. Crazy 8, wanted to meet Walter, and Amelia was there as well, so they went to the RV, and that's where they found Walter. And
yes, and they found out that Walter is his brother-in-law was the DEA agent. So because of that, Crazy 8 and Emilio
pulled the gun on them.
Yes, they pulled the gun on them. Walter, being the smart boy, he managed to escape the two from
mixing a chemical.
Yeah, mixing chemicals that cause kind of like a little explosion.
A poison type.
And then and it was like he trapped them into the RV, and Emilio died.
And Crazy 8 pulled out and shot I think 6 gunshots into the RV door.
Crazy 8 survived, but he was in critical condition. He's just unconscious. Rest in peace, Emilio, the first death of the show.
So sad.
So, Walter gets here, freaks the fuck out. They hear police. They assume to be police. Walter's basically about to give himself up, but it was not police. It was merely an ambulance or partner.
Which he put his gun behind his back and, decided to not shoot him in the face.
So with that, they take off with the bodies because they're gonna have to ditch them somewhere. They're gonna have to get rid of the bodies. So they take it with them. And unfortunately, one of them accidentally left one of the hazmat, gas masks.
Which gave a perfect evidence to the DEA, the Drug Enforcement people,
right,
to figure out that there's a two people cooking crystal meth at a 99.1 purification.
Yes. And eventually, basically, after a while, they keep Crazy. They find out that Crazy 8's alive, and they manage to recapture him after he tried escaping.
But
And
Walter doesn't kill him.
right, what they do is they just lock him up in the basement of Jesse's home, and they just keep him there until one of them decides to kill. Even though both of these men, Jesse and Walter, have never killed
And
anyone
later
in their entire
on,
lives.
Walter tells Jesse to dispose Emilio's body, knowing that he's dead, in the RV. And he says to find a barrel, put the body in there, and put some acid to destroy the body and the gun. Jesse, being the drug addict, doesn't do that. Later on, puts the body in the bathtub and puts the acid on him. And the gun. And doesn't listen to them.
Yes, Jesse, he's like, he's pretty dumb.
But he was high at the point, so
Even when he's not high, he's pretty dumb.
somewhat, yeah. Continue.
So, we're gonna have to go on a little fast forward here because we don't want to spoil too much of the show. You know,
Yeah.
we don't have to go in details because it's pretty long. If we were to go over detailed, we'd have to make separate videos or something.
You'd be here for a long time.
Very long time. Because mind you, each episode's like at least 40 minutes long.
40, and the last one is like 53 minutes.
It varies.
Yeah.
So, anyways, basically, eventually they ended up killing Crazy 8. It was Walter that did the job.
He
He
choked
was
him
left
to
with no
death.
choice. And yeah, and Walter was pretty much crying at the fact that he was murdering another man. One that he attempted to try to get along with so Crazy 8 could learn from his mistakes and, walk away.
But remind you, Crazy had I think it was a plate shard,
Yes.
and he tried stabbing him. He did stab him, but it was in the leg, and he gave him a big cut.
So, Crazy 8 is now dead. However, the DEA is already aware of this blue crystal meth, and they are very, intent on capturing whoever made this stuff. And that includes, especially, Hank.
And that's where they tested.
Yeah, Hank really wants to go after whoever made this, not knowing that it was his own brother-in-law who made this thing. So it's a crazy detective story on his part over the course of 5 seasons. It's pretty crazy.
Which moves on to around like season 2 and the end of season 1. Around there, right?
Yeah, towards the end of season 1, they end up looking for another meth distributor. So that way, because Walter does not want his face to be known, he doesn't want anybody to know of his identity.
And he doesn't want to meet the drug dealers. He just...
So he makes Jesse look for, someone, like a contact, who can help him out with all that distribution. Which makes them run into Tuco Salamanca.
Mm-hmm.
Which, he's a very loose cannon. He is a psychopath. He is crazy. Now, Tuco Salamanca is part of the Salamanca crime family, which is part of the cartel.
Which is, a cartel in New Mexico.
Right. Jesse, when he first meets Tuco, Jesse gets his ass beat.
Yeah, completely.
Which makes Walter White go over there in person to meet with Tuco. And he makes his point across and impresses Tuco, and enables Tuco to start working with them.
But the way that he does it is getting some, I think it was mercury. It was an exploding type of mercury, and it was white. Oh wait, yeah, white. And Tuca said it wasn't like meth, so Walter on the ground and everything exploded, which made Tuco wanna deal with Walter. The guy that reminds you has already shaved his head. and already committed to hair losing.
Yeah,
So
because okay, so with Walter White, he was struggling. He didn't want to take any type of money because them being poor, or running out of money, that Walter was too prideful to accept any type of charity, even though it was like friends and family who were trying to offer him money.
including
He didn't want
Elliot's
that.
money.
Yes, that angered him, and he didn't want any of that. He figured that he'd rather just wait until he died. You know what I mean? Do things his way. So him being too prideful, that basically made the family get pissed at him, including his son and his wife, because they didn't want to lose him. Um, Eventually, Walter decided to get treatment, get like Elliot and Gretchen's money, even though he technically didn't. He did it with the meth money. They just didn't know that. He didn't tell anybody about this stuff that he's been doing.
Yeah.
So he took the treatment, and eventually that caused the chemotherapy caused hair loss. So that basically enabled Walter to end up shaving, get rid of that problem.
Yeah. And then
So.
Mhm.
No,
Go.
go ahead.
Go.
You fool. No, go ahead, you fool.
You go, you fool.
I mean, I'm gonna skip whatever you're gonna say. You might as well say it right out to you.
I was gonna say that they gave him, but you know that's not until like further on.
What do you mean,
So.
which part?
Heisenberg.
I mean, he was already known as Heisberg in season 1.
No one really said it though.
Okay, you're gonna have to excuse my other partner here. Anyways, so eventually they have another deal with another meetup with Tuco out at the junkyard, which is Walt's decision.
Stupid decision, mind you.
I mean, he wanted to be secretive about this stuff. You know,
Not into a fucking junkyard.
So anyways, they go to the junkyard. They give the meth to Tuco, and Tuco's letting them know about what's up. That he's Tuco, all this shit. And then one of Tuco's men, not Gonzo, that was the fat guy. The other one, I forgot his name, No-Dose. He tells them just know who you're working for and stuff like that. And
Tuco gets angry.
Yeah, that pisses off Tuco because it's like Tuco feels as if this guy's talking for him.
And he said if he was talking for him. And later on, Walt tells him to calm down. And then this leads on to Tuco being more a sociopath, and later on punches him to death. Literally destroys him to death.
Yeah, he's not punching Walt to death. He's
punching. Yeah, No-Dose.
And he pretty much wrecks the shit out of No-Dose, and that fucking spooks the hell out of Walter and Jesse. Basically, pretty much ends season 1 with Tuco and them leaving the junkyard. They drag the body, and they go. That's the end of season 1. Hey, season 1. Now let's talk about season 1. Let's how do we feel about season 1?
Well, season 1, I thought it was pretty good. I think it was a good start off. I wouldn't say it's the best season that I've watched of Breaking Bad, obviously, because I thought it was a good start off to at least, the story-wise, because, not many things have that. Not many stories have that where you are, like, getting right into the action, but this one, like, really got me caught up into the action once like, it started.
Yeah.
So. And you disappeared on my screen.
When I first... I know, I'm coming back. When I first, saw this, Bad Season 1, I was like, okay, it was pretty interesting, but at the same time, it was kind of slow-paced. Kind of. I don't know why. But as more episodes continue to drop, I continue to watch more episodes. I was getting more into it, and I was like, oh shit, I like the characters that, at this point in time, it was kind of a comedy as well. There were a lot of
points were funny.
moments. Yes, like you had Hank. He was kind of a bit of a bully and just like talk shit.
Yeah.
Then you had Tuco being crazy.
And you also had Jesse
being dumb.
but he was still funny there.
Right.
So,
You know, you had all these, characters being funny at times. It was just pretty hilarious, hilarious moments. Um, of course, that would change as the series progressed, but it was pretty nice, and it caught my attention, and you know, the story started to make me
Anything else,
invested,
just say the word.
and I dug everything about it. Even though of course season one is like I guess my least favorite season, or I'd tell that season two. Um, I still enjoyed it. It was still great. It wasn't subpar in the slightest. So I like the way it ended. I suppose it was the cliffhanger at all.
yeah.
It was more like like these guys like they realize that this is kind of a big situation that they've involved themselves in.
Yeah, season 1 is not like my favorite. It's also like at least favorite. Or like close to last, which I enjoyed a lot. But we will get into that later on. And why did you leave the posse, you fuck? Alright, continue. Oh. Continue. Oh shit. And this is what
Yes.
happened.
So season two pretty much continues right where season one left off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now season two is like slightly more darker season, slightly, just a little bit. Because they realize how crazy Tuco is. We find out Nodos is actually dead. He died from that ass kicking Tuco gave him. They realize that Tuco is too much of a loose cannon. He's a psychotic maniac that must be killed. There's no other choice because he's too violent. You know. And Tuco, he takes it upon himself to basically kidnap Jesse and Walt because he thinks his other henchman, Gonzo, who mysteriously disappeared, unbeknownst to them, he actually died. Trying
By a
to
car.
hide. Yeah, he died trying to hide No Doze's body. So Tuco, he's like unhinged. He thinks that dude snitched on him. He's ready to fucking leave New Mexico. He's gonna go down south, leave America, go to Mexico.
Which at night happens to take Jesse captive, and he goes in the car and he makes Jesse call Walt outside, and then they go in the car and run away to a random desert or a house, and it happens to be an uncle to Tuco. Which leads to them getting captive. And I just destroyed my horse. But continue.
So, Tuco is basically keeping Jesse and Walt with him because he plans on taking Walter to Mexico with him to continue cooking. Even though Walter explained to him that he has a family, Tuco's just telling him like, you can get another one. So Walter's kind of fucked in this situation right now because Tuco has a gun, and he really wants Walt to come with him to Mexico. So Walt, he's not really a violent man, and neither is Jesse. So they're really fucked in this situation. The only one who knows that they're even there is goddamn Hector, which is the old man, Tio Salamanca.
Yeah.
Tuco's uncle, who doesn't even talk because he looks to have suffered a stroke or something.
Yeah, and everything, if someone like asks him a question, the bell is for a yes, and I think a double bell, I think it is a no, right?
Yes,
I'm
or
correct.
he just doesn't answer.
Yeah, he doesn't answer. They try to poison, right? Didn't they try to poison Tuco?
Yes, by the use of ricin.
Which is a rare poison. I have no clue where it can be found, but it possibly can obviously be found in New Mexico. But yeah, it's Frison, which is poison, and this happens to, and Tio happens to see the poison, and you know, when Tio sees the poison, um, he looks at Walt with an angry face,
Yeah.
but his bell, which Tuco, and when Tuco the bite at Tio rings his bell, and then yeah, he says, "What's the matter?" Tio, I guess, you know, just gets like really angry as he starts ringing the bell repeatedly, and then you know, whole chaos happens with Tio. Stop trying to shoot me, oh, you piece of shit. Continue.
So Tuco, he ends up getting killed, basically, because Walter, and he finds out that Walter and Jesse were playing him. He takes them out, and he pretty much plans to kill Jesse. But Walter tries to talk him down and shit, and Walter ends up telling him that they were indeed planning to kill Tuco.
Which later on, planning, and Jesse shot him, Tuco, in the like chest area, like the stomach area, and
Right. They leave him to go behind, and they get the fuck out of there and go into hiding.
and what
Hank
they don't,
shows up.
yeah,
He was looking for him.
what they don't know is that
Jesse.
Hank was trying to basically he was tracking Jesse's car to find Walter, because Walter was missing for a pretty good damn time due to his disappearance because of Tuco taking him captive and all that shit. So when that happens, the DEA agent
Where's your friend?
Crips! The DEA agent tracks down Jesse's Jesse's car, and he finds Tuco Salamanca, drug kingpin, and he shoots the Salamanca in the head, which makes him give the reward of a proven up, a ranking up, a promotion.
Yeah.
No, it's
So-
not an RP, Anthony. Continue.
So Tuco's gone. He's dead. This attracts the attention of the cartel. Meaning later on, that Walter doesn't have to deal with the problem, which will take place in season 3.
Yeah.
They don't really deal with the primary antagonist. They just continue their own ways of making meth and selling it.
Yeah. They do meet a guy. They do meet a different guy.
Yes, a contact.
By Saul
Thanks
Goodman.
to- yes, they get themselves a criminal lawyer.
Which happens to have a friend that knows another friend that knows a person that is keeping it low
And
key.
he's on fire.
Huh?
Turn around, dipshit. Oh, never mind. It's not on fire anymore.
I saw that goes. Take me. Bitch.
Get off of ghost mode, you pussy.
You're you pussy.
I'm not even on ghost mode. Shoot me.
I'm pressing it right now.
Shoot me, you pussy.
I can't even shoot you, look. See?
Fuck. Okay. So eventually they meet people like Mike Urban-Trout, Gus
who
Fring.
is a friend through Saul. Saul gives a contact to fucking Gus, which gives them the contact to a restaurant called Polos Hermanos.
Yes.
Polos Hermanos is a chicken restaurant, and Gus happens to be the owner of the thing, and he is also the crime lord, as we may call it, from Saul. But Walter obviously misses the opportunity, and he goes back to Saul and asking for another opportunity to meet him again. He goes back and meets him, and they have a bit of discussion of how to way to make new business in a new lab without the RV.
Yes. So like they meet all these types of characters. Eventually, Tyler, Walt's wife, ends up finding out on her own that Walter White indeed cooks meth.
And had a second cell phone.
Yeah. And that causes major problems within the White household.
And Walter Jr.
We don't care about Walter Jr.
He wants to cook breakfast.
This makes Skylar end up cheating on Walter with her boss, Ted Beneke.
Which happens to be an owner. The Beneke. Yeah, Beneke Business. It's a company.
Beneke Business. I'm dead.
Bro, shut up, Huel. Anyways. So.
Oh, and Jesse gets himself a girlfriend.
Named Jane, yes. That is correct.
Who ultimately dies.
By heroin addiction. So.
Yeah.
And Walter actually witnesses that death, but doesn't do nothing at all.
Yes, because by this time, even though Walter was crying about this, this was like near the beginning of his slow transformation into being nothing but Heisenberg.
And later on, Jesse is becoming more depressed, and you can see it in the colors of his clothes. Cause the directors of Breaking Bad and the El Camino movie even said that the colors are signifying, and they were even signifying the bright colors of when Walter was not Heisenberg, and then when the dark colors came in, that's him transforming into Heisenberg, and that's him becoming more deeper into Heisenberg.
Yes.
That's
so. It's crazy too, because it's like beautiful writing and great character development. Because you found Walter White a sympathetic character, felt like you can somewhat relate to him. He was a good guy, and Jesse, even though he was a good guy too, he was like on the dark path of making meth. He was like juvenile. He was, he had his own faults, and you couldn't really like him, I guess, in some sort of way. But over the course of the series, you would then begin to hate Walter, and you would feel more sympathetic towards Jesse. Which is amazing storytelling, in my opinion. Killed you. Anything you would like to add? Are you okay?
You fucking killed me, you bitch. Ah! Alright,
How do you personally feel about Walter and Jesse right now during the 2 seasons?
I mean, obviously the colors are signifying them going dark time. I think Jesse and Walter were better through season 2 than season 1. It obviously portrays the character on by the way that they're wearing, because obviously during season 1 Walter was all this nice guy and didn't want to kill anyone. During season 2 he doesn't really care anymore due to his logical cancer that he's having at the moment. So
Yeah.
I guess I like the Walter and Jesse that is now in season 2 than season 1. Due to the fact that there are changes of how Jesse's having a happy time and Walter's not having a happy time. Then it reverses it to Jesse losing his girl to a heroin addict. And Walter
Yes.
now having a good time with his family while Jesse is suffering over a major loss.
So towards the end of season 2 here, Jane is ultimately dead. You have Walter, who is trying to make amends with Jesse. He ends up quitting the meth business altogether. And Jesse is like, he don't know what to do with himself. He's lost. He's, you know, which is pretty unfortunate. And then you got you know, like, it's crazy how it ends with season 2. You got the Jane's father, who was so depressed about what happened. He was in charge of airplane trafficking, which caused a plane crash because he was kind of, you know, panicking. You know, he was fucked, and, you know, he failed to work his job, and that caused a plane crash. It killed like over 200 passengers.
Yeah, around 200.
Yeah. It's crazy because it was like building up towards that throughout season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was crazy how that happened, and, you know, and the crash, the remains of it even landed on Walter White's home. It's like, damn.
And that's where the speech came on around in the
Good.
in the school area, that Walter was making this really dark speech, and, you know, everyone was just really confused due to the plane crash. It's like he says, like, it's not the first time this has happened. He said that there was several that happened before the ones that we are at right now. So yeah, it's pretty it's like seeing how Walter's been changing now to like season 2 and 3.
Right.
So yes, it's a big change when it comes to Walter White and Jesse, especially after the incident death.
Yeah.
But obviously now Jesse and Walter are now working for Gus at this point, and now they're at this big lab with all this amazing machinery that they can make their product.
And season 3 is just a more like it's a very drastic turn from how things were originally. And it's just like the cousins are finally there. They're two close cousins. They are like hitmen from the cartel. They go after Walter White, but after almost coming to, you know, killing him, they are in this man's house. They are called off by Gus Fring, who is working with Walter White.
But he needs Walter White for a special thing that is really needed.
Right. And like he's very useful to Gus, and Gus cannot afford for him to die. So, you know, Gus convinces them to spare him and instead go after his brother-in-law.
agent.
Yes, the man who was responsible for killing Tuco Salamanca. Even though the cartel told the cousins not to go after them because he is DEA territory and he is forbidden for them to go after. But they do anyway. They decide to listen to Gus.
And Hank actually kills one of them.
Right. The only reason why that happened, however, they would not have been able to they would not have died if it wasn't for Hank getting a tip from, which was believed to be Gus Fring, who warned him, gave him a 1-minute window that he was about to be executed by the cousins who were nearby. Because of that, because of him, getting that tip, he was able to, prepare himself and take them out. If it wasn't for that, Hank would have died.
Yeah, and Hank actually did run one of them over. He skirted back. He skirted back the car. He hit one of them, and he did rip the legs. The legs did rip off, which
My
basically
legs.
stopped him. Yeah, and then the other brother managed to. He got angry. He did shoot him, but he said that it wasn't the right way. He got a hatchet. Almost did that. Almost like chopped off his head, but instead, Hank shot him in the head.
Everyone unsubscribe from the Rycon.
Bro, I will literally end you. Continue. Oh! Continue.
And your fucking horse.
Bro, I'll beat you on 3-on-3.
Okay, so Io Salamanca's absolutely pissed about all this shit. And Jesse has his own side plot going because his new girlfriend named Andrea, she has a brother, forgot his name. Forgot his name.
Forgot his name as well.
He was involved in one of Jesse's friends named Combo's shooting. Because these two guys who, unbeknownst to him at the time, works for Gus. Just slipping Jimmy.
And they also has a kid named Brock. So. Oh!
Sorry about that.
She has a kid named Brock. That is bro. Do you want me to say what you did to Brock? You want to say what Walter did to Brock? Yeah, exactly. So shut up. So, anyways, they have a kid named Brock, or Andrea has a kid named Brock. Brock is actually a pretty nice kid, and that's when Jesse's life is continuing into a good session.
That's something for you.
Is that my?
I got something for you.
Is that my fucking?
Ah!
What is that? What did you kill?
He's a fucking awesome, you bastard.
Fuck! Fuck! Continue. Oh, you can said Relg, so. But yeah, anyways, continue.
So season 3 ultimately ends because Jesse tries to take revenge on his girlfriend's little brother's death. And he ends up trying to kill these two drug dealers who work for Gus. And Walter ends up saving him because let's face it, Jesse was going to die.
But yet manages to do something pretty horrible and freaking terrible to the kid Brock.
Right, Walter ends up running these guys over and he executes them. And he tells Jesse to run. Because he knows that Gus is going to find out about this and Jesse will be a dead man when that happens.
Yeah. Die! That's not gonna work.
Ow! Motherfucker! Jesse! I'm gonna kill you, Jesse! I'm gonna kill you, Jesse!
That's not what happened in the end.
So that's basically where season 3 ends. How do you feel about season 3?
Season 3 was my third favorite season of all time. I really enjoyed season 3. I enjoyed how the plot went through all of that. It was really enjoying to see how season 1 and 2 were ass, and season 3 like really clutched it up in a way of the plot and in terms of just like other things, you know. This motherfucker using guns. Well, I'm using.
Yeah, for me, season 3 is where it had a huge turn. At first, season 3 was like, it was okay. It kind of felt a lot like season 2 did, and it was like very slow. But then it started to build up, and I was like, I find myself enjoying this. This was like, for me at the time, this was my favorite season by far. Until season 4 happened, of course, season 5. It was incredible. The storytelling was absolutely beautiful. Each and every episode, even the Fly episode. Even though the first time I watched that, I wasn't really into it. But the second time I watched it, I learned how good that episode was.
The Fly episode was
beautiful.
the funniest episode. I enjoyed. Jesse was pretty funny during then. I did really enjoy Jesse Wise and just that.
Ah! Oh!
But yeah, the Fly episode was funny. There was a lot of funny moments in there. I did really like the Fly. So the Fly episode was I really enjoyed it. In terms of yeah. At first I thought I laughed when Walter first attacked the Fly, and then he fell down a couple. He goddamn fell a couple of stories down, and then I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it after that.
Yo, how do I dodge?
You hold the square button, and then you just move the direction you want to move in, and then you press circle, which you did before. But continue.
Anyways, so, yeah, like season 3 was just, it was such a tremendous and beautiful season, and like from beginning to end, and oh my god, the final 2-3 episodes had me at the edge of my seat. Like, I shit you not, I have never seen so many intense moments in any show than I have in this, you know, these few last episodes of the season of Breaking Bad. Like, holy shit, I cannot tell you how hyped I got and how scared I got for not only Walt but Jesse as well. That's how much I was into these characters, that I was scared for them, you know. I was like, holy shit, these guys are gonna fucking die. Like, there's no way, you know what I mean? One of them is gonna get killed. Like, something's gonna happen, and it was building up to that. Of course, with the opening of season 4, and when we get to that, but it was incredible, like how well paced, and you know, these characters, the situations that they were put in, it made you feel like as if you were actually there in their place. Just, you know, it was beautiful. It's crazy. I love the direction they went with this season.
Oh shit! Oh. Damn, you're getting slashed hardcore, dude. You're going yeet yeet. But anyways,
so season 3, okay, like that was just amazing. Like it made me hyped for season 4. Like, thankfully, I didn't watch Breaking Bad when it first started airing, because then I'd have to wait 6 months just for season 4.
I watched it after the El Camino movie came out. After the El Camino movie came out, I was all in. There is no doubt. I was all in. So. No,
One of us gonna have to do something, right, Con?
Oh. Or not. I'm dying. I'm dying today.
So season 3 is out of the way. We're now opening up season 4. Season 4, again, like 2, it's starting right where it left off.
Season 4 happened.
Jesse,
pretty
good. Jesse and Walter being, you know, like at the lab, and we have Mike there. We have Victor. Mike and Victor, of course, work for Gus. They're like this, like hitmen and enforcers. No. Oh. Talking to your maid?
No,
Um, shows up, and instead of killing Walt and Jesse, he ends up killing his other enforcer, Victor, because he was a witness to the scene of the crime, which we cannot really go into detail because we don't want to spoil everything for you guys. Y'all decide to watch Breaking Bad. But Gus becomes basically the main antagonist. He was like an anti-hero in the previous seasons, now he's the main antagonist.
In the beginning, I liked the way he killed one of his henchmen with a box cutter.
Oh, you're spoiling things. You're talking in detail, right, Gus? Oh my god. This fucking goon. I'm leaving this fucking party. I'm leaving.
Whoa, buddy. That hence is your name, buddy.
I'm gonna smack you. Alright, so, you know, season 4, it's crazy because you see, like, basically Walt and Jesse going at it a lot in this season. Because Gus is trying to manipulate Jesse into going against Walter. Which
But
is
you
kind
know-
of like reverse of season 3, because in season 3, Gus did not want to work with Jesse at all.
Letting you know there are major fights, which are enjoying. If you tend to watch it. Which hopefully some of you do. By listening to this preview. Or review.
So basically the season revolves around Walt trying to kill Gus before Gus kills, you know, Walter. Even though these with each other, because Gus needs Walter and Walter knows this, Gus will try almost anything he can to kill Walter. It's like a game of chess. You know what I mean? This is right here shows that Gus is one of the most manipulative and, you know, highly intellectual villains that you would ever meet in any sort of show.
And this is why
In perhaps history.
this is why season 4 was one of my like second favorite. Including season 5, which we will talk about after season 4.
Ow, fucking pissed me, dude.
And you shot me, dude.
Fucking go.
Where we can go. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Fucking bitch. Then she's like...
This is where you die. You know you won't get out of this. Once I get you in there, you're fucked. But yeah, like in my opinion, Gus is definitely one of the most evil characters that I know. And like, holy shit. He didn't start off like that too. Like you know, he was like a likable character. You know what I mean? Like, sure, he had his own sort of like villainous acts, but he was still on the side of Walter until, you know, the end of season 3 happened, and you know, yeah. But it's crazy. Like I really like the relationship between Gus and Walter because they didn't start as enemies. They didn't go through like some stereotypical hero turned villain route. It wasn't like that at all. Like Gus only worked with Walt because of Gale, another person, and because like he felt he can relate to Walter. They both had the same agenda, and they respected one another. Oh, you dumbass.
You Brian. Please. You're right there. Looks like the big dog finally did something.
The big dog. Anyway, season 4 ends with Gus's death, unfortunately. He was a good character.
We won't say how.
Even though no, I mean I can't say how. It's a big spoiler. You know what I mean? Like it's massive, massive.
Oh, good job. Now they know what it probably is, this fucker. You tell me not to spoil it, and guess what? You spoil it.
Hold up. I mean, yeah, but like it's just I feel like it's such a huge spoiler, and it doesn't really, you know.
So you want to say how he got basically bombed?
Oh my god, this guy. You didn't need a fucking spoiler. I'm gonna choke you. That's it. Idiot.
You said it was massive, so people would know anyways. We didn't say how, did we? Oh, I mean we did, but you know.
Yes, you did. You kind of did, buddy.
But you know what I mean. We spoiled a lot of things here, buddy. Why do you think it says spoilers ahead? Fucker.
You're killing me, right, Cup.
What?
But yeah, Gus ends up dying, even though he had his own side plot against the rest of the cartel. Because you see, Gus has history with Tio, Hector Salamanca. Can't really go into detail about it, but you know, that's what we kind of do.
Oh, you fucking
Do you really
good.
think, buddy? You're gonna lose this fight, I'm telling you, buddy.
Not if I pull out my perfect lucky knife. In a sec.
I'm the better fighter, buddy.
Not in GTA, you're not. Not in GTA, you're not.
I can beat up Ted too. That's how good I am.
In this game?
Okay. No, in GTA.
Wow. You coming back or what? Come on. Stop
What?
sending your
Oh.
fucking voice messages, mate.
I'm not, buddy. You fucking cheater. Oh!
Stupid. Bad.
So-
Buddy.
Okay, now we can talk about season 5.
Which is personally my favorite seasons of all time.
Right, same. Like season 4 is like a close second.
Which season 5?
No, season
Enjoyed.
4.
Season 5 I enjoyed. Almost.
Yeah. It's crazy too because I bit my tongue a little bit. It's like I even told you this, and yeah, I'm pretty sure you can agree with me now. Each season gets better and better.
It does.
You know what I mean? That's just how crazy it is, and it really did. You know what I mean? Everything got more intense. Like holy shit! By season 5, Jesse was so sad. Like you felt so bad for Jesse.
We even see it in his
didn't care
clothes
about
too.
Jesse. Yeah, even though in season 1 you didn't really care about Jesse that much, in season 5 you felt so sad for everything he's been through, and he's so traumatic. His PTSD. It's just, you know, it's so sad that he's suffering. You know what I mean? Like, you know, every season he just gets weaker and weaker. And Walter, on the other hand, he by this point, season 5, oh my god, he is one of the most evil characters in the show by this point.
He's an evil motherfucker, dude. He's like Joker.
Yeah, like, oh, I mean, you can say that.
But you know,
You know,
worse.
he's just Walter's pride is his greatest strength, but it is also his greatest weakness.
He's a cocky motherfucker.
Yeah, season 1 Walter, who is like Ned Flanders. No, season 5 now, he is completely unsympathetic. He even poisoned a kid. He, you know, did not
With the
care
ricin.
about some. Right. He did not hesitate to kill anybody to get his way, no matter who it was. He didn't care. As long as he got his way, as long as he knew that he would win, he didn't care. He wanted people to respect him. That's what he wanted. And seeing how people like Jesse and what's that? Ooh, starts with the D. Declan. He, you know, anybody who rolled over for Walter had that fucking smug smile on his face. Like, by this point, his son didn't trust him. His wife was scared of him.
Yeah, his
Even the
wife.
lawyer
His
was
wife
fucking
sent.
afraid.
His wife sent Holly, which is the daughter, and Walter Jr. Or AKA Flynn. they sent the kids away to the to the to the brother-in-law's house because Walter didn't even get a say in it. He didn't get no word in it.
What are you talking about?
How the kids got
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
dragged away to DEA's house. But yeah, he didn't get no say in it whatsoever. whatsoever. So it's like Skylar's literally becoming a bitch at this point. He's not even letting his own not even letting the husband getting a choice in what it is.
Yeah.
How do you win in those, you fucking flat ash?
Because I choke my girlfriend every night, dude. Anyways.
Yeah, I bet it's the other way,
So,
buddy,
like-
but okay.
Okay, buddy. So like, it's crazy because by the I was working with Walter, like laundering the money that Walter makes, even though she would rather not. She's absolutely scared of him. Okay.
Bitch. Continue.
Catch me off guard, huh?
You gonna continue, G?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just derping here. So like you're Mike. He is working with Walter and Jesse. Walter decided to make his own like drug empire. Like,
Except that
doing
they have a pest control help. It's called Vominos Pest. Which Mike is basically the business. Walter's the one that makes them, is the cooker, and basically they're like the distributors, and Jesse's a cook as well, is a cook as well. So
Put my fucking body down. I could see you in the distance, holding my body. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was an animal. And I see you turn to the side, and I'm like, oh, he's carrying my fucking body. Of course.
Continue. And he derped out again, boys.
I'm sorry.
Stop derping out, damn. Bro, I'll call you goddamn Huel if you dip out again. Derp out again. Damn it.
Okay, so they have their own drug empire. You have Jesse and Walter, and then now they recruited Mike. Mike probably could have died in season 4 if he had not been injured on when Gus and Jesse and Mike attacked the Salamancas, or not the Salamancas, though, just the cartel in whole. Mike, who was like basically the second in command of Gus, Mike, he knew what Jesse was like, or not Jesse, Walter was like. He respected him at first, sure, but he knew this guy was nothing but trouble from the jump.
Yeah,
and,
he hated him completely.
Right, he did not want to work with him at all. He wanted to kill him as soon as he found out that Gus was dead. Jesse, on the other hand, even though he did not want anything to do with Jesse because he was nothing more to him but a junkie, he grew to respect him and like him. Like, it kind of had like a little father-son relationship going. Because, like, Mike saw the potential Jesse had, and he respected him. Oh. So, like, it was crazy. But, like, Mike probably would not ever have worked with these two. He even told Jesse to walk away from this. Like, don't even let Walter manipulate him. But, of course, Jesse was further manipulated.
And here goes further on with the, Bro, you're getting clapped.
No, sorry, I was texting.
Now your face is in the ground. But yeah, this student causes some more drama, including in the group. So
And the only reason Mike even agreed, he ended up agreeing to join them to help them out, was because of the fact that Mike needed the money. Because Gus's whole
For the
operation
granddaughter.
has been seized by the EA. Yes, you learn Mike is more of a sympathetic character as well. Because, I mean, sure, he's a bad guy. Yeah, of course, he kills guys, he kills other people. You know what I mean? He's helping with the meth operation. He's doing all of this for his granddaughter, Kaylee. Is that her name, Kaylee, right?
Yeah, Kaylee.
That's the only thing he's doing. He never spent any of that money that he got from Gus.
It
He's only using
even
it
said
to-
in the series that that all the money that Mike got was going straight to Kaylee's funds if Mike died or if he wasn't there. It was like for college, right? Correct? Yeah, it was for college.
Well, it was mainly for Kaylee to just like live with the money. You know what I mean? Like survive. She wouldn't have to work much. This is where you die.
Today. Oh, you stupid little bitch.
Fucking text.
And this is where I started liking Mike because of the fact that he's not even using the money. He's only using it for Kaylee's
Right.
future.
Yeah, that was the only thing that like, and the fact that the DEA seized Gus's operation and basically, you know, didn't want anybody taken out of that money because that would lead to their arrests. Mike was forced to work with, or he felt forced at least, to work with these two.
Basically blackmailed in some way.
Not the DEA yet, but not by Walter or anything.
Yeah.
So like he had to make some of that money while he could, you know, because he was already old. He was already, you know. So, you know, so these three working together, they do some things, including a train heist. To secure methamphetamine because of a contact, Gus's former colleague, Lydia, who she owns a company, I believe, called Magical.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, it distributes like a bunch of things over the course of the globe. And she had methamphetamine. She was, you know, selling all that stuff. But
which is the main product of a drug
right.
itself. So,
but because that chain was under linked to Gus's Los Pollos Hermanos chain, she had to be very, you know, shook. And the DEA and Hank, they seized part of that magical and they put a tracker on one of the barrels. Oh, I gotta call. Ooh.
I mean, I could take over the talking while you're doing that call if you want to, Chief.
Yeah, you think so? You think you handle that?
Yeah, just go off the call, Chief. I got this.
Alright, bet. Okay.
Alright, so anyways, after all the distribution happens, yeah, Mike's becoming to, I guess, work as a better guy now, but soon after, like, the operation has been compromised, or in some way, basically, Agent Strader, aka Hank, is being promoted for the amazing work that he's done over in the past, and he's being promoted to like one of the highest rankings in the drug enforcement law area. So that's actually pretty cool to see how Hank's been building up after everything that he's been through, after he's been shot, after he's been whatever. But that's good for him. Now the problem is the best thing that I liked of season 5 was the fact that Jesse and Walter had the best on and off fights of all time. They had some good fights. They had a lot of manipulation during the time because of Walt, and I think it's an enjoying one. It's like the best. It's one of the best series that I've seen for a long time. It's really good. I really do suggest you watch it, but I like it. I really do. It's really enjoyable. But anyways, yeah, Jesse is not really having a good time due to the fact that he's dealing with all the facts. He's dealing with a guy named Todd. Now, the guy named Todd is a person that is someone from like the Vamonos pest. He works with them. He is also someone that goes on the train heist with Mike, Walter, and Jesse. Now the reason they're going after this train heist is because they're getting the methylamine, which is the oil, or which is like the main product. Now they're all putting it through a tube. So they're putting a tube in a barrel, or in the ground, into a barrel, and it's really like, I guess, entertaining, or in like really like you're getting hyped up, because what happens if the train starts? What happens if the guy that's trying to distract the people, the conductors, what happens if it's not going to happen? It comes to the point to where you're so excited to see if something's going to happen to the train, if the train's going to start moving, and if it even does, what will happen? Mm-hmm. Anyways, yeah, really enjoyable. Now on the train heist, the Jesse and Todd are the ones that are getting the methylamine, which is basically the one that is like to the main process. They're doing that, and the train is literally starting to move, because there's another like trucker that comes in says that he can push the vehicle out of the way, and now once the vehicle's been pushed out of the way, it starts moving. Now they're not gonna have enough time, because they're going fast. They're taking out the tube. They're taking out everything that is processed before the train goes. Now, when this happens, is the train's starting to move. Jesse's under the train, and he's doing like a form to I guess duck under it, which he does, and he survives. Now Todd's the one that's all the way up on top of the train. So now they're screaming, "Todd, jump!" So he jumps, and it worked. They got the enough methylamine they needed, but Walt wanted more. During the process they were doing it, Walt wanted more, which led the train that kept on going, and yeah, that was like a really intense part through the series, because that was like one of the main points that happened. Now, obviously, this leads to later on Mike wanting to leave the heist, wanting to not be in this he doesn't want to be incorporated. He doesn't want to be in cahoots with it, And same with Jesse. Jesse doesn't want to do it anymore. And when they both of them don't want to do it, Mike dips. Mike has money that is stored at the airport that needs to get away from. Same with, because the DA is tracking him. The DA is tracking him, and that's why his car was parked away from the area. Which wanting Jesse and Mike to get out, which leads Walt and Todd. Walt allows Todd to come in to come in, and he allows to teach him. He allows to teach him all the instructions that are needed to make it. Now, Todd is a really good listener, as you can as whoever's watched it can see through the problem. But he it was like really good. But yeah, it's really enjoyable. It really is. Anyways, that makes some lead off, and yeah, dude. Ah. What else? What else? Yeah, makes them leave, and then Todd is learning every single instruction. Now the problem goes further on. Mike soon later dies. Safe to say he literally dies. I won't say how, but he does die. And poor Mike does die. And Jesse soon finds out, which claims to blaming it on a certain someone, and when that happens, it all goes down the shit. Now, remind you that the Breaking Bad series has a humongous amount of kill counts. It's like, it's serious. You got Tuco, you got Gus, you got Mike, you got Crazy 8, you got Emilio. There's so much that people are not there, and it's intense. It's intense to see how this is going on throughout the series, and the seasons. Every single time, the seasons get better and better. That's what makes Breaking Bad a really good series, because the plot, the character development, just makes it so much better. And when it makes it so much better, you want to keep watching it over and over. You want to watch the seasons. You want to watch every single episode. You want to watch the movie that's out there. And yeah. I gotta wait for the rage to come back. And, yeah. We could keep talking about more. What else? What else is there? Let's shoot him with this arrow. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, boys, look what we're doing right now. But yeah, Breaking Bad is, in my opinion, an enjoyable series. I really do recommend that you watch the series, because it's like an enjoyable thing to watch. So, yeah, I really do enjoy it. I really do hope you guys enjoy it, but it's like really, it gets really intense. But yeah. More to talk about. Let's see. We have... Yeah, Mike soon later just goes goodbye. And later on, he's not to be found. Everyone knows what could possibly happen to him if he could not be found. There's a possibility that he's just dead. Now, Breaking Bad is mostly known for those, I guess, sentimental part. Not really, but it's good. It's a good way to show. But yeah. Now this is where Jesse's doing his own thing. Talking with Andrea, doing all that kind of stuff. With Brock as well. He's doing his own thing while Walter's busy working on his own stuff, like let's see, so stuff like doing the drug, the brain fart right real quick. The drug, the empire that he's having right now at the moment. So it's really interesting. Hey, stop screaming! I see. Hey! Think I'm flying with you, Chief? I'm not flying with you. See, what did I say? What did I say? Anyways, as I was saying, but yeah, it's really good. Really like the series. Now we wait for Rage to be done with what he's doing, what he's taking his call. Yeah. Yeet. Oh, I think I hit him with the, Let's get him a little closer. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. There we are. Now, safe to say, once he comes back, he's not gonna have... I can see you moving, dude. I know you're here, fucker. I know you're here, dude. You can keep swerving. That doesn't matter to me, Chief. Once you get up, it's not gonna be a pleasant time for you, Chief. That's all I'm gonna say. It won't be pleasant for you, Chief. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Zavenia, Avaristrina. Zavenia, Avaristrina. Bombay. This is a tracking arrow. Good luck surviving, Chief. To the head. I can't do that. Shit. Whoops. I mean, I don't really want to cut him free. Do I have to? Like, I don't want to. I want to, like, just kick him off now. But yeah, we will wait for him to come back. Now this is until, like, this is close to leading on to the movie, which is El Camino. It's... Oh, I forgot to mention. Skylar is really mad at Walter because of the fact that he's been hiding this, and she's just waiting for the cancer to come back because the spoilers ahead, the cancer's gone. But I'll tell you right now, it soon later comes back, and that's basically what happens. He soon later comes back, and it soon later comes back, and she starts, like, I guess, going back towards him, like having some, like, I guess, same little feelings that she had last time, but not major. She still hates him. Yeah, it's a pretty tragic thing, even when it comes to those people like that. Who else is here besides my phone? If not, then damn, that's a tough one, Chief. It is time to shoot him in the head to end the suffering. If he doesn't come back in 3, 2, 1. Better talk, Chief. And then you got the light. Pennsylvania. Every state. Alright, I will cut you from. Oh no. I knew what he was doing! Oh shit! You little cuck, dude, I swear. I knew that fucking shit was happening too. I turned around too and I got fucking body slammed to the ground, dude. Oh no, that's not what happened, Chief.
Is that how we do things, huh?
Yeah, that's how we do things, huh? Yeah, dude.
Is that how we do things, buddy?
Yeah. That's what's happening, Chief. You literally... Did you finish your call?
Well, the call got dropped because, you know, her internet sucks, so she might call back, I don't know. Depends.
Yeah, I talked about how, Mike died. I didn't say who.
Okay.
I also talked about how Jesse and Mike left the drug business, and how Skylar literally does not like Walt, but she has like some feelings for him.
Yeah.
So you could take it off from there, Chief.
Okay, so you're like about like season 5, episode 7.
Around there, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Mike's gone, dead.
Mike is Blaze. Yeah.
Okay, so you have Walter White basically trying to dispose of Mike's men, the 9 men that was in prison, in order to cover up his tracks, because they worked with Gus, and you know he doesn't want to get caught. So, kind of like a toughie right there, because what Walt does is he basically hires a bunch of neo-Nazis that are contacts of Todd. Which I'm sure you explained to them who Todd was, right?
No, but yeah, I explained who Todd was. He was part of Vamanos' past. I didn't say much about his past, like who he was connected to.
Yeah, so Todd had connections, and his Uncle Jack was a neo-Nazi member, his little crew. So Walt hires them to basically take out the 9 men for Mike. So that's what they do within a 2-minute window in spread across multiple prisons. These men were able to take them out, shank them, and set one on fire. They're dead. It was pretty crazy. Like, with that whole scene was so fucking crazy, and it's just like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Zoe.
Oh, why are you hurting Zoe?
Yeah. I'm gonna smack her in the face.
Whoa, buddy. Dog abuse.
In the snoot.
Dog abuse.
So we got Jesse over here, who's like so fucking depressed, he's so dead. He's just giving away his money because he quit the drug trade. He's done.
You quit the
You know,
franchise.
Right.
Continue. Continue.
You know, he was so affected about what happened with Mike, and he's just like
Motherfucker.
done. And eventually, when Jesse's just about to leave, because Walter, he basically shares Mike's share, 30% share, whatever it was, to Declan to distribute the meth and whatever. And he still, Walt decides to continue partnership with Lydia, and Todd helps him create meth.
Yeah, I told him that Todd is now working for
Yeah.
the Kingpin.
Alright, so they're doing their own thing. Jesse's just about to quit, whatever. And
Uncle
when he's
Jed,
just about
brother?
he's just about to leave and start a new life or whatever. He's just so out of it. He finds out that Huel, the bodyguard of Saul, actually lifted his ricin, which was used as a plot device to what Walter, his whole plan was to take
Yeah,
that
I'm getting
ricin.
caught, but I don't know when. I don't know. I don't know if I am. Anyways.
And he was going to he was gonna act like Gus stole the ricin, and he was, you know, he used that ricin to kill. Oh, I'm out of here, dude. You spooked me like a cow. I'm running away. I think coming out.
Static said it was a cool movie.
Bro, I can't fucking.
Did you get killed? I didn't even kill you. Did you let a rattlesnake murder you, dude?
I'm dead. I'm as good as dead.
What happened to you? Did a rattlesnake eat you? Chief?
I got killed by a cougar.
A cougar? I'm gonna kill the cougar now.
He fucking wrapped his arms and legs around me and he choked me out twice. Dude, he bear hugged me, dude.
He did the yeah.
Anyways, so like, Walter used that,
God
even though he
damn
really
it.
used Lily of the Valley to poison Brock in order to manipulate Jesse to thinking that Gus did it, so that Jesse would turn against Gus and actually work with Walt.
We have an issue.
What?
Cougar. Continue. God damn it, Static.
Static and Ninja.
Yeah, dude. I have to record something for him after, like, fucking after this in a bit. So, god damn it.
So, you know, like, Jesse finds out about that shit. He realizes that Walt played him. So Jesse pays a visit to Saul.
Everything.
Beats the fucking crap out of Saul. And he forces Saul to reveal that indeed Walt had Saul, you know, get
Take
healed
the
for
ricin.
Yep. So Jesse, in a fucking
Come
rage,
back, Chief.
he legit goes after Walt. He goes to his house, and he fucking is intending to burn that fucking house to the ground.
He takes the gasoline and he just goes, eat!
However, he is stopped by somebody, but I can't get to that right now because I got to say about this part first. While sitting on the fucking toilet, we have the bald man, Hank Schrader, who stumbles upon a fucking poem. And he realizes, by looking at that poem again, he's seen it before, he's looking at it, he realizes who the fuck Heisenberg is.
And we finally realize it is Walter White, which we already knew, but you know, Hank knows now.
Found out by sitting on the toilet.
That's stupid-ish. Bro, your horse is having a seizure. Get the hell up. What?
How the fuck did you die? Okay. So fucking Hanksenberg, he goes to the house and he finds Jesse about to burn that shit down.
Burn it down! No.
Hank talks Jesse down and they decide to partner up to expose Walter White for being Heisenberg
Walter
and
Smite.
behind all of it. Now, during all of this, Walter actually gets the cancer comes back.
Yeah, I told him that the cancer comes back.
But yeah, he is, however, is retired by this point. He decides to listen to Skylar and decides to quit the med trade.
Why? I'm pressing charges on you, dude. You're going to court.
So, you know, Lydia did try to get Walter back in the game, but Walter was like, no. And then Skylar tells Lydia to get the fuck out or she'll beat her ass. Lord have mercy.
Fuck your horse. The aimbot. The aimbot.
Fucking asshole, killed my horse.
How'd you get off that fucking horse somehow?
Scrawny nag.
Yeah.
So like, you know, Jesse and Hank team up. Hank actually, like, or Walter, he figures out because how Hank is being all suspicious.
Oh,
he finds out.
What does he find out? What does he find out?
God damn it.
What does he find out, huh? Huh?
Ow, fucking asshole. He finds out that Hank knows because of the tracker, and Walt's like shit, because this is really terrible timing. You know what I mean? Like, Walt was actually done with the meth stuff, or whatever. Hank pretty much, you know, admits that he knows who Walt is, like, who he really is, the Heisenberg, and yeah, that Walter decides to fucking threaten his bitch ass. He has his whole plan he made a video with Skylar acting like, you know, Hank is the one who's really Heisenberg and trying to trick everybody. If Hank decides to oof Walter, or if Hank tells everyone that Walter's Heisenberg. The great Heisenberg, Walter White, is scheming against Hank, and we have this whole fucking feud between these guys. Crazy. Even Marie, she slapped the fuck out of Skylar. You know, things get so intense, and now Jesse has agreed to snitch. And that's what Jesse does, right? Like, he makes a fucking video with Steve Gomez, and Hank.
Yeah, dude.
And it's crazy shit because they managed to get Jesse, or they managed to trick Walter into going to the outskirts of the city to go ahead and like dig up the money, because Jesse acts like he knows where it's at. And he intends on burning all that cash. And that scares the fuck out of Walter. And Walter, he's racing to get there. And when he does get there, he finds out no one is out there. That's when he realizes it's a trick.
He races like Fast and Furious type shit, dude.
Yeah, so he thinks Jesse's out there coming to kill him. So Walter decides to,
My horse.
call up Jack.
Yak. Uncle Yak.
And, you know, to kill, you know, Jesse. That's what he does, and then, but that's when Walter finds out that, he finds out that, you know,
What does he find out?
that, that Jesse, oh my god, it's like glitching.
What does he find out?
Jesse took Hank, oh, wait! Oh god. Oh, yo, you can't even get the job done, I'm still alive, you jackass. What are you gonna do now, buddy? I'm breaking out of here, buddy. I'm running away. Okay, wait.
What is happening now?
Native American over here.
Hey, stop breaking out! Here, let me help you out. Ah! Did you go?
Oh, alright.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Continue.
So he's like, Fook. You know, he's like, Walter, now knowing that Hank's there, he doesn't want to kill Hank. I mean, he's getting suggestions from Saul to kill him. I mean, he didn't even want to kill Jesse either, but Walter decided, Jesse's too much of a problem, but it's not the same with Hank. Hank is his family, He would never want to kill him. No matter, even if they weren't on the same side and Hank knows who Jesse or Walter is, he doesn't want to do it. So
Walter
he
White.
calls them off. Yeah, he calls them off, tells them not to come, and Walter decides, he's fucked. He's gonna have to get himself arrested, you know what I mean? So that's what he does. After a crazy confrontation, not only between Hank and Walter, but also because of the confrontation with Walter and fucking Gomez. The confrontation we always wanted to see. I'm just playing. Fucking Jesse. They tell these two they hate the fuck out of each other, but Walter's done. As soon as he gets in the cuffed, it gets in the car, we see a fucking truck roll up with another one. We realize shit's about to go down.
We realize that there's a Mexican standoff about to happen. Hey, you heard me.
What's oh, never mind.
You're not okay.
What?
Continue.
So we realize it's Todd, Uncle Jack, Kenny,
Todd and his Uncle
all
Jack.
the other unnamed Nazi guys. God damn it. That fucking kill me. I gotta do this. I'm not gonna die here. I refuse to focus.
What did you say? Oh!
I'm a marksman, bitch.
You're not a marksman like me, Chief. You don't know you don't know how to deal with you Caucasian people.
So it starts like a big ass like Mexican standoff, like this fucking guy said. It's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I know you saw that. Bro, I have poison too. Is this what you want? I know you got poison on you. Good luck.
Oh, you.
Yeah, you don't think I know how to use a bow. Since you're small game, let me help you out with this. What the fuck? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Continue.
So like Walter's like fucking like, no, Jack, don't do it, don't do it, Jack. And Jack, he doesn't know. He looks at Kenny, gives him the nod, and then we gotta fucking shoot out, boys. Oh,
Shoot out that we want to boy here.
Motherfucker, you know who I am? I'm fucking Walter.
Oh! Yeah. Who are you again? Get out of here. The fuck is that? Is that a cat? The fuck is that? Is that a cat?
After the oh god, I've fallen. I can't get up. So we got the next episode 14, I believe. 15 months.
Yeah,
15.
14.
No, 14. We got the shootout. We see Gomez is fucking dead. All the other Nazi guys are still alive.
And we see
Hank's
that,
wounded.
yeah, Hank's shot in the leg.
Yeah, and then we see some kid with a fucking bike and a tarantula roll up. And Todd shoots him in the face.
I didn't tell him about that, but good job.
So like, Hank's like, fooked, you know what I mean? They disarm his bitch ass. They all go to him. Walter comes out, and Walt's trying to. I hear fucking screaming out in the distance, and I just see a horse. What happened? I heard a screaming. I turned around. I'm like, what the fuck was that? No! See your horse. On a cliff. What the fuck happened? Where's the dog? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, you saw it fucking. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, you just like going.
I'm coming down.
Jesus Christ. Hey, your other body disappeared.
I know.
You dumped your body in the water. That's what you would have wanted.
Hey!
Don't worry. I got you. I got you, son. So anyways, Walter tries to talk them out of it from killing him. Jack's listening, but Hank's like, Walt, you're the smartest guy I met. But even you're too stupid to see. The man's already made up his mind a long time ago. And Walt's like, he's crying, bruh. No. And, you know, Hank looks at Jack, and then after a little bit of words, there's the trigger.
Well, my body might disappear if you throw it down.
Your body's in the water now.
No, I fell again. I died again.
I'm looking at your body right now. It's floating.
I died again.
Down the river, where she goes.
Not today. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Clutch mode. I am the best Native American of all time. Let's continue. Oh well, he dead now. Continue!
Okay, 1 second.
Takes him 600 years to respawn. Rage. Rage.
Yes.
Look to the left of you.
Oh, there's a little beetle on my phone.
There's a what now?
Okay, what?
Look to the left of you.
I'm seeing you see the lake.
Did you see that?
Fucking run.
Ah! Please! We can talk! Continue.
Yeah, 1 second.
Alright. Oh god, I'm about to fall, I'm about to fall, and I fell. I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm just gonna get your dead body over here, Chief. I'm gonna throw it in the river like you did to me. You threw it in the river. You threw me in the river where I should not be. Oh, what the hell is that? It's an iguana!
I'm poisoned. I'm on drugs.
It's a little iguana. There's iguanas here. You good there, buddy? Sound like you're losing your sanity, Chief.
A little bit, yeah. I'll admit that. Anyways, back to the fucking thing. Let's not get off track here. It's not about me. It's about Breaking Bad.
Literally got off.
So Hank's dead. Walter is completely shook. He doesn't know what to do, and then they fucking decided to take the money for themselves. But Jack's a nice guy, you know. They caught him in a good mood, so he gave him a barrel full of $11 million.
Todd allowed him to take some of the money, Chief, because he respects him. He respects the guy.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop fucking me for the relaxation about it.
I love Todd. Good guy, Todd.
Todd killed a boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
He also gets fat too, but he loses the weight within like a month or two.
Bro,
anyways,
why are you telling him if he's fat or not? That's not supposed to know.
Anyways, Matt Damon, Meth Damon, Fat Damon. Anyways,
Jesus.
So they decided to, you know, they shake hands, you know, because Jack wants to know if they're square, because if not, you know, things have to go a different direction.
So to speak of what he just said, but yeah, continue.
So Walter decides one more thing. He looks under the fucking car and he said, "There's still Jesse." And Jesse's like, "Shit!" And Jesse realizes that he's about to die. Walter's like, "Wait, one thing." And then he's like, "I watched Jane die." And he finally revealed
And then
that.
this is where it happens where Jesse's been captured.
Hey, look up into the hill. Look up. Right here. You see me?
Yeah.
Hello, Native American disgusting pig.
Oh shit! Oh, you are the fucking retard of the year. You alive? Yeah. I guess I'm picking up your body and I'm throwing it in the river. Continue. And this is where Jesse's been captured now. He's been captured.
Yeah, so like, Jesse would have died if it wasn't for the fact Todd, good man Todd, told Jack to not do it on the, we could use him because we don't know what he told the DEA. And he's like, and he looks at Walter's like, right, and then Walt decides to, be okay with that. And then after, Jesse would get killed. So with that, Walter's left alone. Everybody leaves. They take the stunned Jesse away. He goes bye-bye. They take off with him. And it's just Walter who does it with the barrel in his car. And he leaves with his car. His car fucking breaks down. So he has to literally roll that goddamn barrel to some fucking Indian guy who's, I'm convinced, is Rycon's fucking grandfather.
Excuse?
And, yeah, you got a Native American bastard.
Ah!
Swim, little Native American boy, swim! Swim! Oh, you're gonna fucking shoot out with me, son? Is that what you want?
I shot you! Wait, chill!
You fucking killed him, and that was you who did it.
Looks like I'm taking his body and throwing it back in the river. Continue. Swim, native baby, swim!
Okay, so, Walt, he fucking tells this Native American Indian boy to, give him the truck for money, and that's what he does. He takes the truck and goes over to fucking Skyler's place. And he's trying to get them to get the fuck out of there, you know what I mean? Because eventually, the DEA is gonna realize Hank Gomez went missing. And they're gonna put 2 and 2 together.
Hank Gomez?
And Hank and Gomez.
Hank Gomez. Continue.
I'll fucking smack your pee-pee. Anyways, so he's trying to tell them to get, they gotta go and shit like that, and that's when because of, Marie, I believe. Oh,
Bro,
yeah, no, Skyler. Oh,
Xenoslade or Euclid.
Huh?
Uncle Jack is here again.
Uncle Jack?
Yeah, he said y'all are still doing a rundown of Breaking Bad. Damn.
Yeah, we're fucking passionate about this shit, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack you, dude.
And now I'm throwing his body back in the river. Continue.
God damn it. We're to the other side of the river, dude. Like, this is where Mike died.
Buddy.
Anyways, so
he doesn't know who Uncle Jack is.
That's so weird. Anyways.
Oh, don't worry, brother.
So Tyler, she realizes, she's like,
fish.
you killed Hank. And then Walter Jr.'s like, you killed Uncle Hank. You killed him. And shit like that. And they're just freaking out. Skyler ends up pulling a fucking knife on Walt. And they go at it. And Walter Jr. fucking gets Walter away from him. He calls the cops that fucking, my son's a snitch.
My son's a snitch.
And, it was fucking illegal. Trying to get to America. I'm not gonna let you, boy.
If it's a Breaking Bad character, fine. If not, I'm gonna sick Kanye on your ass. Oh lord. Rage. There's a lot of issues here, buddy. It's a Breaking Bad reference, damn it. Oh my! I died.
Okay,
You
good.
can't swim to the other side.
Yes, you can. I can prove it.
You shot me?
I did, dude.
Oh, hold up, brother. Ah!
I'm not a swim anyway. But yeah, anyways, this caused the destruction of the Walter White house, and it's like so fucking sad, dude. Like it really is. And he takes off with the baby, Holly.
Yeah, he
And
brings him
like,
to a firehouse, and it brings him to a firehouse chief, and then
oh, that's why, because this is the end of the border. This is where the map. That's
yeah,
why.
you fucking right.
From back.
Rage, tell Yukine, I'm done. I quit.
What would you do?
I said okay, Uncle Jack, and then he said and then he said, so it's a Breaking Bad character, and this is what I'm dealing with now.
Are you gonna Rycon Roleplays?
Huh?
It's your channel, right? Rycon Roleplays?
No, it's not. Hell, no. I don't know how that guy did not get copyrighted, but I did. That's cool.
No. Don't worry, Uncle Jack. It's a Breaking Bad character in season 5. Anyways, so Walter, he fucking leaves, right? He's ready to book it.
Yes, it's a
But
Breaking Bad character. Damn it.
He decides to have a change of heart. He returns Holly, and he basically frees Skylar from having anything to do with the meth thing because he was like, he knew that phone call was tapped, it was wired, and he went with it, and he fucking he was 1 second.
Anyways, he knew the phone was wired, and so he brought Holly to a. They were talking on the phone. Skylar told Walter to bring the baby back, but Skylar, well, did not. Walter changed up his mind and brought the baby to a firehouse, where they soon later found her.
Actually, you want to be the other Uncle Jack? I can call you that one too.
Oh.
Anyways, but yeah, like he has a change of heart and he returns Holly to like some firefighter guy, and he brings back
Firefighter.
So Walter, he basically leaves. He contacts the guy Saul told him about, and he basically leaves with Saul.
There's a storm coming. Skylar's storm. Okay, and you can said fuck now.
I know, I see. And Walter decides to go to, where did he go? Alaska, right?
You want no? That's I was gonna say that's something else. No, he goes to No, it's not Alaska. Can't be. No, because Jesse went there. Rage. Jesse went there. He finna preach the words of Jesus. Okay, buddy. I don't think Walter went to Alaska though.
He went somewhere. It was snowy, damn it.
Yeah, Jesse went. Remember?
I know that, but like, still, like, I don't remember where the fuck he went. But anyways,
he went somewhere. He grew a beard. He grew hair.
Yeah, he was gone for like at least 6 months.
Yeah, and so was Saul Goodman. Saul got out of there.
Yeah,
he was someone else.
He went somewhere else. Yeah.
Now, now reminding you, after season 5, after the El Camino movie, Breaking Bad is not over because they have Better Call Saul, which I'll get into that later. But continue.
Yeah. So Jesse's the only one that didn't really leave. No one knows where the fuck he is. He disappeared. You know why? Because he's with the fucking neo-Nazis. He's legit held captive. He's kidnapped.
Yeah, Jesse, almost like the whole entire, like of the last season finale, he was basically captive. He was doing the dirty work of the neo-Nazis, of Uncle Jack. He was basically doing all that. He was also doing Todd's dirty work of making the product.
Declan's dead because he refused to work with Todd because Todd can't cook for shit. Declan ended up not taking Lydia's offer, so Lydia had him killed by the form of the neo-Nazis. Uncle Jack's gang, they fucking shot this boy up and his crew, took over all the stuff, and yeah, they started running the meth operation.
Now, at the end, At the end of season finale.
Yes, Walter, he finally returns. The only reason why he returned, mind you, he was actually going to turn himself wherever the hell he was. The only reason why he didn't was because of the fact that when he was at the bar, wherever, having his last drink, he already called the police to come over there and arrest him. They're on their way.
Which was actually a pretty cool scene.
Yeah. He looks upon the TV, what's watching, and he sees Elliot and Gretchen, who are talking about Heisenberg being arrested, because it's all over the news who Heisenberg is.
Heisenberg sneaks into Elliot and Gretchen's mansion.
Yeah, and they both, they're just like disrespecting him, and like he didn't really work on gray matter, even though he did. They just,
and when he goes to the house, he threatens them with 2 snipers, supposedly. We'll get into that later. He's threatening them, and he's telling Ellie and Gretchen to take the money that he has and give it to his kids and Skylar. And if they don't accept it, they're gonna get sniper shot. So after he does that, we find out that Badger and Skinny Pete are the ones that are doing that little red flash. If you don't know who Skinny Pete and Badger are, they were former workers and they're former friends and former workers for Jesse and Walter.
Yes. So Walter decides to get his revenge on the neo-Nazis. So that's what he does. Oh yeah, not before going to
he gets the machine gun.
Lydia. Well, that too, but he went to go to Lydia, where the coffee shop where the fuck was, and he talks to Todd and Lydia about like a plan, like he wants to get back into all this stuff, and has a plan for Lydia to make more money and all this stuff. And she obviously doesn't want that, and Walter's like telling Todd to set up a meeting with Uncle Jack, which he does. And Walt leaves, and that's when Walt leaves. Lydia tells Todd that Walter can't be alive anymore.
And this is when Walt is making his whole entire way to kill the neo-Nazi organization. He makes a machine. Well, he has a machine gun, and he has a control, and he has the a car key. And if he presses it, the trunk opens up a machine, and it shoots it. He went over to the huh?
No, nothing.
Well, they'll know it later on once they watch it. He goes over there and kills them. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
So yeah, he's right about that. Everything is pretty much a good ending, I guess. Because Jesse ends up being freed.
And
he gets the fuck out of there.
And he's screaming happily.
Yeah, after a tense interaction, which is like the final interaction between these two characters, this long-standing, almost father-son like bond, is like this is the end for these two. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the show, and it's like, ooh, Jesse. I can't really tell you about this big spoiler, but he finds out about something, and with that, Jesse he leaves Walter on his own, and Jesse leaves him good night with Todd's stolen car or his car. And,
there's only like 3 people that I know that's watched El Camino.
Yeah. And Walter's by himself. He hears the police, and inevitably, because something happened. That was pretty much there. You're gonna have to see for yourself. The end. But oh my god, that was a great finale in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. So, in opinions towards season 5, I enjoyed it. That was personally my favorite season of all time.
Yeah.
A good ending. Seeing that Jesse's finally happy for once. So he's finally leaving the compound. And yeah, that's where we start off to El Camino. Oh boy, this one's a 2-hour one. But it's worth it. It's a good movie.
Oh, you mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie, Chief.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the movie, yeah, it's fucking beautiful. It's like, I can't really go into spoilers because it's recent. But
and there's a lot that deals with a lot of things that
uh, you
should be.
get cameo appearances from the show because, like, mind you, this just came out this year, and the show Breaking Bad season 5 ended in 2013.
And remind you
So
that
yeah,
there are a lot of flashbacks, but I won't say the flashbacks because it's really important.
right. And his story is just mainly about Jesse and him trying to get, you know, his happy ending. You know what I mean? He's like one of the only characters that really. I mean, yeah, granted, Skyler and Walter Jr. got a happy ending, but think about it. Their father, or Skyler's husband, and Walter Jr.'s father was a meth.
And Holly.
Yeah, and they, you know, they didn't really get a happy ending because they lost their house, they lost everything. They didn't even take Walter's money. You know, Walter had to give Elliot and Gretchen the money to, like, you know, force them to end up giving it to Walter.
I would say about the trailer that I did have some theories that are possibly major spoilers towards season 5 and towards the movie itself, but it was spoilers when I watched the trailer at least. So, I mean, we could talk some about it, but you know, we can't go too much into detail. I mean, think about it. El Camino was a good movie.
Oh yeah,
No doubt.
beautiful movie. I loved it. Yeah.
One of the best movies that I've seen. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, if you had to rate season 1 from 1 out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, what would you rate it?
A 1. Season 1? Yeah, 1.
You rate it 1 out of 10?
Season 1?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 1.
You hated that season?
Yeah, the 1 I hated so much, dude.
Alright.
Season 2?
The fucking snake, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Season 2? 5 out of 10, Chief.
Season 2 is 5 out of 10?
Yeah. It's alright. It wasn't bad. It's alright. Season 3? 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Season 4? 9.5. And season 5? 10 out of 10. Endgame was alright. I enjoyed Endgame, but I think I enjoyed El Camino more. In a sense.
Yeah, mostly because of the lore and stuff.
Yeah.
And all this, you know, and you know, I just, like, I find the entire series overall, the franchise itself, better than the...
And this is where it gets into... So, the Breaking Bad franchise isn't over yet.
Right.
Because there is... So, we do know that Breaking Bad series is over. And we do know that El Camino's out. So those things are over. What we don't know is that there's one more series about one more guy. His name is Saul Goodman. We have talked about him in this. He's a criminal lawyer, Saul Goodman. He has his own TV show on AMC. I won't say much because there's a lot in first episode of episode 1. But it's yeah, it's good. It's good so far. I'm liking it. I'm now getting punched. This is cool. Stop punching me.
Motherfucker.
You did that hard punch, right, huh? Get off me. Yeah, buddy! Oh. You think you're cool, right?
But
Bitch.
yeah, this is just a great series, and I recommend anybody to watch this. I mean, you know, unless you're like into all that happy time shit. And granted, like it starts off as like a kind of like a comedy, kind of ish.
Yeah,
Not
season
really,
1
but,
started off as a comedy type, and then you know.
Yeah, like dark comedy, and then like by season 4, not that much comedy. It's pretty serious.
I think Breaking Bad is like one of the series that I would want to rewatch again. Definitely, 100%.
Right. Like, yeah, at first you're just like, some of these characters, you're like, who the fuck are these people? Why should I care about them? But then over the course of time, if you continue watching it,
it gets interesting.
Right. Honestly, especially seasons 3 to 5. Like, holy fuck, it's such a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And you just keep on rewatching it. It's not like how The Walking Dead, because like I marathon watched both Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead to get up
Walking
to
Dead,
date.
I gotta watch. I gotta watch
The Walking Dead,
completely.
I got to like once I got to like season 4, I wasn't into it as much. The first 3 seasons were great, but then 4 it was eh.
Well,
And then
what
after
do we
that, it was
use to
like up
watch
and down.
Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad, I use Netflix. He uses Netflix as well. Which you also could. It was on AMC, but I think it's out. I don't think it's there. But
Yeah, Breaking.
you could also get it
Yeah.
on DVD. Yeah, you can
Right,
get it on DVD.
DVD, you watch it through AMC, whatever the fuck, whenever it airs or on demand.
Y-
Netflix,
Yeah,
all the kind of stuff.
you could do it through DVD because they have season 1 to season 5. What I know because
Yeah.
I've looked it up. I've looked it up that they do have. I looked up Breaking Bad. They do have one the season one the 5. So
I guarantee if you watch all seasons, you're gonna like a shit ton of characters. And you're gonna hate
yeah,
a shit ton of characters. By hate, I mean it's like you love to hate them. You know what I mean? It's not like
but
they're terrible characters. It's
I
just
really
that,
highly recommend you watch it. It's the best series,
right?
I think personally.
Yeah.
Of all time, I would want to rewatch all of season 5, season 1 to season 5. El Camino, once again.
Yeah, yeah. It's just crazy. It's really beautiful.
Because El Camino,
Yeah,
best movie that you could, like, in my opinion, it's one of the best movies that are out on Netflix at the moment. Like, highly the best. And, like, there's a lot of other series that are good, and there's a lot of things that could be changed in the series, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that could be changed in it, and there's a lot of things that are, like, you want to see more. I just saw Thunder. That's cool. But yeah, I really do like the series. I really do enjoy it. And I really recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, like, you know, it's just. I hope it's one of those shows that, like, maybe 50 years from now.
Hopefully, like, hopefully, like, another, like, you know, like, another side, um, you know, a side series besides Better Call Saul. About Jesse, maybe.
Ow.
You know, about Jesse, maybe? Like, you know, a series about him. But, you know.
Maybe.
Well,
I mean,
I would like to see more of the Breaking Bad franchise.
oh yeah, for sure. Better Call Saul's still going on. Like, you know, season 4 or 5, I think 5, isn't supposed to continue until 2020. It'll be interesting to look forward to it. I'm not even caught up yet. I'm on season 3.
I'm on season 1 right now. I'm enjoying season 1 so far. Season 1's doing pretty good, so. Obviously, season 1 to season 3 and season 4. Don't they have like 10 episodes each?
Yeah.
Season 4 is not out on Netflix,
No.
but hopefully it'll be out.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna go on AMC to go find that shit.
Should be out later this year, if not next year. Like
Hopefully
early
it
next year.
is.
Spring or something.
El Camino was out on the 11th, so.
Yeah, and Better Call Saul is basically like some scenes take place after Breaking Bad, but most the prequel.
Yeah.
Or in the year 2003. The Breaking Bad in timeline starts 2008 and ends in like 2010 or 11.
Yeah, so basically, Better Call Saul is basically flashback wise. In a way. It's more flashbacks than futures.
And Jesse and Walter are not in Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
At least not yet.
Mm.
Could be later down the line, but not yet. We haven't seen any of them, not even a mention. Because of course Walter White's
I
being
heard
fucking
that there were
zombies.
Breaking Bad references in Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. And they got like all the other characters that appeared in Breaking Bad that are, you know, like say Tuco, Mike.
The guy from
Hector.
Far Cry 3, the villain.
Oh yeah. He's in there, but he never appeared in.
He appeared in a couple
Bad.
episodes, but I enjoyed his character. He was still alright.
He was mentioned in Breaking Bad in one episode, but
Mm.
never appeared.
But this is
Yeah.
all before like everything.
Chuck.
Oh, Chuck. But yeah, I really do
Roleplays.
recommend it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting. Ah!
Yeah, so I think it's gonna do it. For me, I rate out of 10. Season 1, I rate out of 10. About. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And season 2, I'll give it about 6, if not a 5.5. Season 3, I will give it a 8. Season 4, I will give it a 9.9. And then season
Ooh.
5, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. And then El Camino, I will give it a.
I would literally
I'll
give
give
that
it
like a. Oh! If there was a 0 out of 100, I'd give it 100. Definitely watch it. Stop kicking me, bro. Stop kicking. Stop.
Oh!
Stop kicking me. I'll try to use my cousin's Netflix account, and if I don't, that doesn't work, I'll try to use Amazon Prime Video or something that, but I'm not sure how that works. I don't think Amazon Prime has Breaking Bad, but I don't know. You gotta check for yourself there. They might do. They might have Breaking Bad, right? Do they have Breaking Bad?
Yes. I mean, I would say so. Hmm.
You could try the AMC.
Username, you piece of shit. You fucking. You, we still need a duel, brother. Look, you made me fucking not choke out this guy over here. Wait, hold on. Time out, brother.
Okay.
I'm slow. I don't have stamina, brother. I'm like old man Jenkins.
Old man Jenkins in the winter. And a man I met a better. Whoa, put the gun down, put the gun down.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Yeah, I just shoved you, brother.
Save here, brother. I'll do it again for.
Stop! Por favor!
Die.
Still only a fucking dual Xeno Slade in the Shadow Realm. Where were you
Bro,
at?
I'll do you in Duel Links, bet. Gotcha,
Bet.
Chief. I'll download it tonight, Chief.
You may fall into a bunch of trap cards, brother.
I oppose my trap card.
You're gonna lose to my insect deck.
You lose to my glamorous deck. That's what you gotta deal with on Yu-Gi-Oh, brother.
So, are you satisfied with this shit stream, buddy, or are you gonna what you got? What to say about the money?
Well, I'm gonna say overall in the stream real quick how I rate it. Real quick. Okay, overall in this stream, I really did enjoy talking about El Camino. Not really El Camino, but you know the whole Breaking Bad franchise itself. So I really did enjoy. I really did enjoy it. But yeah, that's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye. Disgusting people.
Like and subscribe. Shove a pine cone down your throat. Anyways, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe to that kirai guy.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Wow, surprised.
That kirai guy, yeah. Subscribe to him. He has Friday the 13th. I'll leave it in the link in the description below in a second. And stop having an aneurysm. But yeah, I'm dipping. Maybe Better Call Saul review, but I don't know. But bro, I'm gonna smack you.